Welcome back to the deep dive. Today we're looking at a tool for a specific kind of person, really. Someone who, doesn't love being tied into online services and maybe enjoys running their own gear. We're talking about Headscale.
Right. And it's important to be clear up front what Headscale actually is.
Hmm.
Basically, it's a replacement for Tailscale's control server, the bit that manages everything. You still use the normal Tailscale app on your phone, your laptop, whatever, but the management, the coordination, that moves to a server you control.
Yeah, and that's the core appeal, isn't it? It's not just about saving maybe a few bucks on a subscription, although that's part of it for some. It's more about autonomy, like no device limits imposed on you, no fees, and getting what feels like, well, proper control over your own network.
Exactly. And that proper control can mean different things. It's not just a vague feeling. It means, for example, you get to decide exactly how authentication works. You can tie it into your own systems, like maybe an LD app server you already run, or Okta, or something custom. You're not forced into using Google or Microsoft logins if you don't want to. For businesses or people really serious about privacy, keeping all that connection metadata completely in-house, well, that's a huge deal.
Okay, but hold on. If I'm running this central brain myself, maybe on, I don't know, a little Raspberry Pi or some cheap cloud server, doesn't that risk performance? Like, Tailscale's own service is probably super optimized, global, all that. Am I trading speed for this control?
That's a really common question. But it gets down to the difference between the control part and the data part. Headscale itself isn't actually handling your traffic day to day. Your data still flows directly between your devices using WireGuard, peer-to-peer, just like with regular Tailscale. That's why it's fast. Headscale just sets up the connections, handles the keys, applies the rules. As long as your Headscale server is reasonably reliable for those quick check-ins, your actual speed should be pretty much the same. The hard work is still decentralized.
Right, okay. That makes sense. But
Mm-hmm.
here comes the cache, I guess, the setup. Our sources are pretty clear this isn't some easy click next install thing. Taking control means doing the work.
Yeah, absolutely. You're installing server software. You're probably messing with config files, maybe setting up SSL certificates, dealing with firewall ports, managing keys. It definitely requires some patience and, let's be honest, some technical comfort. It's not plug and play.
So it really boils down to who this is actually for. You've got this contrast, haven't you?
Uh-huh. The Headscale user is likely someone who, well, enjoys that technical side. They see setting up a server not just as a chore, but as part of the fun, part of the learning. They want that fine-grained control over network rules, maybe specific security integrations. The configuration is kind of the point for them, in a way.
Whereas if you just need a simple, secure way to connect, say, your laptop, your phone, and maybe a home server, and you want it to just work.
Then yes, standard Tailscale is almost certainly the better bet. It's designed for that install and forget experience. Headscale is for when the standard offering doesn't quite fit, or when that deep control and self-reliance is itself a primary goal.
So wrapping this up for you, the listener, Headscale looks like a really solid project. It gives you that independence, that flexibility, but it's a trade-off, isn't it? You're trading your time, your effort in getting it configured and keeping it running for that freedom from a vendor and that deeper control.
Absolutely. And don't underestimate the satisfaction factor there. For many people who go down the self-hosting route, there's a real reward in it. Putting in the work, maybe struggling a bit with the setup, and then seeing it all click. All your devices talking securely, managed by a system you built and you own end to end. That feeling of understanding and owning your tech stack, that's often the real payoff.